The reason why St. Lucia entered the market so late really had more to do with the recession. In 2008, when they had the financial crisis, there was clearly a shortage of funds to be able to help developers. So CIP really is a great opportunity to be able to augment investors' investment into development, to be able to see new projects come off the ground. And since the introduction of the CIP program, we've seen 6 such projects take place in St. Lucia. In the case of St. Lucia, we've looked at different ways of being able to use the funds. One clearly is to be able to drive the investment. The second one is that we're actually putting the monies into a sovereign fund, and that the sovereign fund is about creating an asset base for the destination, as well now as an opportunity to be able to finance capital projects. In the case of St. Lucia, we've priced ourselves to be competitive against everybody else. But at the same time, we think that given the size of the projects that we have, given where we're going as a destination, the idea is to now add value to what we're currently doing. Well, some people try to suggest that all investments are the same, but the fact is that we have non-stop flights to London, to Toronto, to New York, to Miami, to Atlanta. We have over 340,000 340,000 arrivals in total currently in St. Lucia. We have phenomenal attractions, and so from a maturity perspective, St. Lucia is much more mature than several of the other islands that are offering the same opportunities. St. Lucia has also had successful mixed-use properties, meaning real estate with hotels. So we've had Windjammer Landing, which has been in existence since 1991, Sugar Beach, which is probably one of the most successful real estate hotel projects in the Caribbean today. So that is what St. Lucia brings. It brings more reliability and a better destination, tourism destination, than most of the other destinations. St. Lucia's program, its Citizenship by Investment program, will be augmented by a residency program. We also have a very good IBC Act, International Business Corporation Act, and we've now broadened that act to be able to include headquarter offices. So we see other elements coming into play, which is to help augment our CIP program. Some of the destinations have recently reduced their prices, and I think that's on the back of the recent spate of hurricanes. St. Lucia was very fortunate that we were not impacted by the hurricanes. We're seeing a tremendous amount of momentum with our program. With some of the new projects, we have a Fairmont project, we have a Dreams and Secrets project that are coming on stream. St. Lucia is also getting a lot of notoriety. Recently, our tourism arrivals are up 10% for the year. So I don't think that we have a reason at this point to be able to cut our prices, even on a temporary basis. I'm very excited the fact that the Citizenship by Investment program is growing, which gives it even more credibility. And I think that the world is becoming a smaller place, and people are recognizing the need and the right to have more than one citizenship. So as we continue to see the availability of passports or citizenship programs from other countries, I think that St. Lucia will start standing out, because people are now going to look past just getting a passport, but obviously a destination that maybe can offer them more. And I think that's where St. Lucia really starts to stand out. The fact that we already have an existing infrastructure that's getting better. We have some exciting projects that are going to be taking place in St. Lucia. We're looking to continue to grow the number of flights coming to St. Lucia. In fact, we have commitments of over 2,000 new hotel rooms coming into St. Lucia. Well, you know, there's been many attempts to undermine the citizenship by investment programs by suggesting that it's an easy way for terrorists or undesirables to be able to go undetected. You know, today, given the technology that we have and the sharing of information, a lot of background checks and extensive background checks are done on people. So in the case in the Caribbean, we have what's called the RSS, which is a regional security program, in which we share databases with a lot of the major security databases in the world. So it's becoming more and more difficult for that to actually happen. But unfortunately, in the world today, we're seeing some terrorists in which they have no previous historical background or suggestions that they're going to be terrorists. And that's always a risk that we have, but it's a risk that applies across the board internationally. It doesn't favor one country or another country. But I would just say that we do a very good job of sharing security knowledge with developed countries and underdeveloped countries around the world, and we have a pretty good system. So I think it's becoming more and more difficult for people to want to come to our destinations, become citizens, in order to be able to avoid detection.